Welcome in, baby. Welcome back. We're back from the second hiatus. I told you guys that I would see you, I believe, 3 Thursdays ago. I never came, and now I'm came. Whenever I say that I'm going to make something every other day, when I say that I'm going to be consistent, don't even listen to that. That's just fake news. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I'm just not even going to waste my breath anymore. Don't even waste your hearing cells on that. It's just not going to happen. So with that being said, I'm going to try to be more consistent and do every other day. No, but like for real though. I'm trying to be consistent. And that's something that's just been on my mind lately is I've always done this. I've always done this thing of like, I'm trying to pursue something. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to be consistent, but like I always have to like wait, right? It's always this waiting game. It's this thing of like, I have to wait until this happens in life in order for me to feel good enough to create. I have to have this happen. I have to be inspired, this and that. There's all this shit. And it's like, I just got to wait for that. It's all good. We're going to do it. And it's like, bro, you've been waiting for 10 years to be consistent. Just be consistent. There's no waiting because you're going to wait forever. Because it's one of those things where it's just like you're so used to it. It's a part of your natural being to look for external reasons to not pursue what it is that you want, do what it is that you want. You have to battle that within. And even when you're not inspired, even when you're not feeling it, you have to pursue it and you have to do it anyway. And that's what's going to set you apart from everybody else, because I always ask myself, what's going to separate me from other people? And what's going to separate you from other people is your consistency. There's so many people that do things. There's so many people that pursue things in life, but a lot of people give up. A lot of people start, and then after a month, they stop. But if you can be consistent, that right there is going to leapfrog you ahead of so many people. So it's just be consistent, and no matter what you're feeling that day, not that you never give yourself a rest, but no matter what you're feeling that day, you do it anyway. You pursue, and you, even if you're struggling to do something, you figure out, how can we problem solve this? Instead of just being like, fuck it, I'll do it later. It's like, no, how can we problem solve this and do this? And how can we get inspired? What can we do to make this function a little bit better? So that's what I'm trying to do right now. And we're going to do it. So that's just been on my mind, man. I've just been waiting for too long. I'm done waiting. I'm ready to just pursue and just do it. And I'm sick and tired of just being like, I'm in a funk. I'm not, the creative juices ain't flowing through me. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm going to force those juices to go. I'm going to force them. Right? And I know it's all about consent. You need to have consent, but not when it comes to those. I'm going to force it. I'm going to make them do it. So with that being said, yeah, so we're going to do it. What's been going on this past week? Just got back from New York City. That was crazy. Good city. I'm impressed. I am very impressed that I actually liked it. Chi-Town born and raised right here, right? Chirac, baby. But I'm going to say this, New York is better. New York is better. The food is better. The attractions are better. And the homeless are better. New York City homeless on another level. If there was an Olympic team for New York homeless, they'd be taking gold every time. They got this vibe to them. They've got this energy of like, okay. You know what I'm saying? They got this vibe to them that's just like, I feel like you know some shit that I don't. I feel like maybe like they got their third eyes are open. You know, they just know. And you know, a lot of them have mental illnesses. And I just feel like people, when they got like more of a mental illness and, you know, like the schizophrenia and all that stuff, I feel like it's the reason that they're seeing shit that's not there is because it's actually there, but we can't see it. We're the ones that are schizophrenic. Because we can't see it. They can actually see it. They're on another plane spiritually. And that's why, like, for me, like, that's the vibe they're giving off. It's like, I feel like you know some shit that I don't. So with that being said, the first day we're there and this guy comes in on the train. We're sitting there and he comes in and, you know, right off the bat, he starts talking about how he gets drugs because he's special. He gets good drugs because he's special. And I'm like, fuck, dude, like, this is going to be some shit, man. Because I'm used to Chicago homeless. So like smelly dudes shoving their hands inside their pants. And then, like this one guy on the CTA going to the airport, this was a while back, but he put his hands in his pants. Dude smelled like raw crotch. I mean, the rawest crotch. Some of the some fish that's been dead for a couple years, right, sitting in a barn or something. That's what he smelled like. He put his hands in his pants, rubbed them around a little bit in his pants. There's a dude ran like a businessman. He's standing right next to him. This guy pulls his hands out of his pants and he slaps the fuck out of this guy. And he probably gave him herpes or something. And I mean, he leveled this guy with his fish hand. And I was like, fuck, dude, like that's Chicago right there. So anyway, that didn't happen in New York. That was in Chicago a while back, but it just reminded me. So I'm thinking he's going to pull some shit like that. I'm like, damn it, dude, he's going to probably try to touch me. And so I put my head down. And once I put my head down, he's like, oh, look at SpongeBob putting his head down. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm wearing this exact outfit that I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing all black. I got no yellow in me. And this dude's like, look at SpongeBob putting his head down. And it made me start to realize, what the fuck? Like, does my face resemble SpongeBob? Does my face resemble a scrub daddy? I mean, I'm daddy, but scrub daddy, though? And I was like, it just made no sense, man. So I'm on the internet afterward. It bugged me. It really bugged me. So I'm on the internet just like, afterwards trying to like match my picture with SpongeBob, and I'm trying to see what is our resemblance percentage. I couldn't figure it out, but that bugged me. I'm like, what the fuck? Because it's like, if I was wearing some yellow, fine, call me SpongeBob, that makes sense. I was wearing nothing that looked like it, so I'm like, you're clearly looking at the way that I look, and you're calling me SpongeBob. He kept calling me SpongeBob the whole ride. I'm like, my head's down. He's like, oh, SpongeBob, oh, SpongeBob. I was almost looked up. You know? I had this urge to make him like a Krabby Patty or something. But like, no, but it just, I don't know. You know, and then he's saying, but then he starts saying things like, oh, I found a penis in my butt today. You know? And I was like, and stuff like that. But I know we've all been there. I know we've all found one in there at some point in our life, but to be telling people on the I don't know. So anyway, but yeah, so this guy was crazy. Then this other guy, he is sitting and he pulls this. He goes into the back right here. And, and to me, I'm kind of like thinking like, okay, he's grabbing something out his bum. He grabs this little rolled up toilet paper. And he, and there's nothing nefarious about that. You're just, you got a leakage going. You're just trying to stuff the leakage, trying to make sure you're all good. Didn't think much of it when he pulled it out his ass. Then he wipes his face with it. That's what rubbed me the wrong way, because I'm looking at his little homeless cart that he's pushing, and he's got toilet paper, fresh toilet paper, brother. I mean, this dude had some Charmin still in the fucking bag in his homeless cart. And he decides to take his bum paper and wipe his face with it. And then he spits on the seat and he tries to pick it up with this same little tiny ass thing of rolled up toilet paper, and he's just spreading it around. He's like trying to make some art. He's trying to paint. It looks like he was trying to paint the seat with his fucking saliva. And it just, I don't know, man. I was like, dude, I can understand if you don't have anything, but you have a whole big ass roll of Charmin in there. Why are you doing this? So that was just kind of annoying. That just kind of pissed me off more than anything else. And then at the end, he turns around and So I get this urge. He turns around and his butt is, he's exposed. His ass is exposed. I mean, he's got sweatpants on, but like he can't see anything. He's facing the bench and his ass is staring at me. We're having a little staring contest. I get this urge and I think I need some therapy or something. I need some help because my first urge, I start to subconsciously start doing this with my hand. I'm moving it like this. I'm like, what the fuck? Then it starts to leak into my conscious mind. Oh my God, I want to sphincter this guy so bad. I want to just, I just want to get all up in there. Just mark my territory with my hand in his ass. And I'm thinking, dude, what the fuck? Because like with the boys, when you see one of the boys not paying attention and, he's vulnerable, there's this urge to take control, right? And not in like a weird sexual way, but just in a like, I just want to, maybe it's a tick. I just want to, I can't tell you what it is, but there's just this urge for me to just either do a credit card you or chip you. I don't know which one it is. Either one. And I was like, that's fine because that's the boys. But once it starts to leak into people I don't know, and not only people that I don't know, but it's homeless men now. And it's just, we're starting to push the line more and more now. And I just really had this urge and I almost did it. But I'm like, no, you can't do that. It was an intrusive thought, but I'm like, damn. His ass was just right there. I just want to do it. And again, nothing creepy, but, but like his life is already terrible. I'm not just going to sexually harass him on the F train to add insult to injury. But I don't know, man. There was just something going on there. So I might have to talk, I might have to get on some, on BetterHelp and talk to somebody about that because I didn't like that. I didn't like that. So yeah, man. So again, the homeless on another level, dude. They crazy, man. But I didn't feel that unsafe. I felt way more unsafe in Chicago than in New York. So that was interesting. What else did we do? Oh yeah, we went on the Statue of Liberty ferry ride, and there's this Chinese guy there. And and this dude, he speaks no English. He's fresh. He's fresh to the free world, and clearly his first time not only in New York but in America, because he's out here taking pictures with everybody, which at first I was like, all right, that's cool, man. So he's taking a picture with me, he's taking a picture with my sisters, he's taking a picture with everybody on this ferry. And there, I didn't really think much of it at the time, but then slowly throughout the ride, he wants to keep coming back and taking pictures with us. He's like, and then takes another one. And I start to think, like, damn, like, this is a lot of fucking pictures. And then he got pictures of other people, of other girls, and even some dudes. And actually, not many dudes. Wait, what the fuck? Now that I think about it, brother, I think he took pictures with mostly women and then me. But this is what I didn't like. At one point, he's taking a picture with this kid. And I'm thinking, this kid clearly doesn't want to take a picture with this guy, right? And so she kind of like is there for a second, and they take the picture, and then she starts to walk away, and he grabs her. I'm talking, he straight up just clamps onto her shirt, yanks her back to take another picture. And I'm thinking, dude, you can't do that. I mean, I don't know what they do over in, where he's at, but like, you can't just grab people and force them to do something. And that's what he's doing. And it's like, man, if I was that kid, I would just be, I was traumatized, man. If he would have done that to me now, that would have scared the dude, he straight up like, get over here, I was like, holy crap. But I don't think he was any threat to anybody, but still, I didn't like that. And again, he didn't speak English either, so we couldn't really communicate with him that, like, hey, you can't do that here in America. But yeah, no, that was a good time. Statue of Liberty was fun. What else did we do? 9/11 museum wasn't that good. I'm gonna be real with you, man. It wasn't that good. It's too much reading. Too much reading. And you know, I mean, I know people be saying that's what a museum is, but like sometimes with a museum there's a little bit more than just, there was just a lot of stuff that like didn't need to be there. Like there were some good parts to it. There were some great parts to it. Going into the room and paying your respects to the victims and listening to calls, which is really sad. There was a lot to like about it, but there was also a lot to like, you don't, I don't need to see this. You know what I mean? And not like it was disturbing or anything, but it was just like, you don't have to have every little tiny artifact from the building. You know what I mean? Like you can have a couple, but like it was just so much. And it was like, I don't know. I just didn't personally, it was hard to feel connected to it, if that makes sense. It just, there was a disconnect really. You couldn't really, because usually with museums and stuff like that, you can put yourself in, when you're looking at things, you can kind of put yourself there and you just feel so drawn to it. And you're like, I'm there. Like I'm looking at something that was there. For some reason, just the way that stuff was laid out and just the way that it was described, it didn't pull you in to that moment. And that was the one thing. But it was still really cool, man. I'm still glad that I went to it. Very attractive women. Very attractive women. Probably the most attractive women that I've ever seen in my life were in New York. So what I would do, just because these were some beautiful people. I would just stare at somebody and I wouldn't break eye contact until they did. And I was shocked about how long somebody would look at me until they broke the eye contact. Because my goal was like, I'm going to look at you until you do something, you know? And I remember looking at this one girl and we're staring at each other. It's at least 8 seconds. And I almost broke it because she started making me uncomfortable because she was staring too long. Because I'm used to people looking maybe like 2 seconds. Oh, and then they look away. No, she kept looking. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? And it actually kind of gave me creeped out vibes. Like she was going to try to kidnap me or something. It backfired. That definitely backfired. So, I mean, it kind of made me want to stop playing this game of chicken that I was playing for the whole time. But I would just make a straight face just like this. I would just go like, I would just do that. And I'd say people averaged about maybe 1.5 seconds of looking at me. But some people, it was long. And I'm like, what are you doing? Fucking freak. But yeah, so anyway, that's it. That was the trip. It was a good time. And yeah, so I mean, I think that's it. I'm not going to say it. I want to say it, but I'm not going to say it. I'll see you guys in a couple of days. We'll see. I want to be more consistent, like I told you, but no promises. But I'll see you guys in probably 2 days. I'm going to try to be more consistent. So anyway, y'all, hope you guys enjoy the video today. I will see you guys soon, and God bless you.